First, say hello, welcome again to the channel of Realize to Actualize on YouTube. I haven't been uploading any videos for quite some time. It's 2012, so happy 2012 first of all. So Christmas came and went. I did a lot of videos, went to quite a few events and didn't upload them yet. A couple of things I did. But anyway, I'm here now, that's all that matters. And now bringing you back to that. Just basically the main point of Realize to Actualize is to just remind you of that now is a space. And it's really about how we share that space with others. Instead of invading that space, which happens when we argue with another person, and then we get frustrated when somebody's saying or doing something we don't agree with, but to just be present. Just imagine if you just could learn to be present with one another, instead of focusing over who's right and who's wrong and mine versus yours, but to just learn from each other. So, anyway, it's just another reminder. You might have seen a couple of videos where I basically said the same thing in different words, but that's mainly the message. And with 2012 already being here, it is a new consciousness. It's a paradigm shift. It's a new way of being, a new way of thinking, what I'm suggesting here. But it's also a matter about going beyond the sense of self, the me, the only caring for myself. Just being always concerned about me, what's in it for me. I see that a lot within myself, even though I've developed a great sense of caring for people, but I have stayed for a very long time within myself, and I'm just trying to now break out of that. And a couple of things are actually have been happening that are already pushing me in that direction. For one is I'm living now, I'm not in San Francisco anymore, and we're definitely not in Kansas anymore, which is where I lived for more than a decade. But anyway, I moved to Richmond, which is in the north of San Francisco, in the East Bay. I got my own place, which is very, very new to me, no roommates. Well, actually, you can't really call it a roommate, but I have my son living with me, and that's an amazing experience. He is 18, and I haven't been with him for more than a decade. And so I'm learning to be a father again. Even though, I mean, he's not like 10 anymore or 6. He's a teenager. He's 18. So, wow, we're just getting to know each other. And it's an amazing experience. I'm very, very happy for that. It's challenging. Don't get me wrong. Wow, but it's amazing. I'm very, very thankful for that. And then also something that happened before Christmas that changed my life completely is that I met a very, very special lady. And yeah, I feel like I'm in love. Well, I feel love. I feel love for her. I feel love from her. And that's just the most amazing experience there is, you know. So the year is already starting off in amazing ways. And I just wanted to share a little bit of that. I want to say hello. And again, I do apologize for not having been on YouTube for quite some time. I'm trying to now also focus more as I just slowly settling in here in my place, in my new place in Richmond, to instead of putting all that energy in uploading videos for YouTube, is to start making DVDs and to then make those available for sale, because I need to be honest, I need to think about money. I need to think about making money. And I don't want to make it about that. Because one thing I always said is that the best things in life are free. And so all of this YouTube video here is free, YouTube, all of this is free. When I go on Paltalk, which is internet, radio, broadcasting, that's free. I don't want to make it about money. It's also at the same time, it's very difficult for me to bring up that issue. But it's very, very important, definitely. You know. So what I'm trying to do here is to create a value, something that can be of benefit to you, something that you can use in your day-to-day affairs to live life in a more connected way. And then maybe learning also how to shift your paradigm from when things don't go your way, you get upset, towards always considering this to be an opportunity for learning. If you just do that, everything will change. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. In positive ways. And that's what the new consciousness is about. You know, it's not about going against those we consider to be our oppressors and fighting against those. Fighting against the 1%, which always existed. In reality, we have created those. We brought those to be where they are. They are basically people just like yourself. And they're basically just doing their job. They're just part of a different consciousness. The mass consciousness, which has allowed for all the suffering and all the wars throughout human history. They were born into this consciousness, into this reality. And we're all born into a different reality. So the whole point of Realize to Actualize is it's not just a new way of thinking, a philosophy, which is designed to help you understand what it is you know for yourself, what it is you realize, because that's how life works, very simply put. Whatever it is you realize, you actualize. And so it begins there with an awareness of what is that? What do I really know for myself? What have I learned? But then the key ingredient, and that is the missing link, is the actualization. The doing it. The putting this awareness into practice. That's what it's about. It's a practice. Practice makes mastery. And so this is not about waiting for change outside of us, or waiting for those oppressors to go away, or for there to be justice for all. That's part of the illusion. It's not going to happen. It's now. The future is now, and it's about us, the people. It's about you and me and everyone you ever know, and those people you love and those people you don't love, those people you consider to be the problem. This is not going to change. We are not here to change others, but what we're here to do is to be changed through the experience and to grow through the experience. This is not really possible if we focus on the problem outside of us, if we think that the problem is outside of us. It's really time to wake up and realize that we are free. And out of that realization we can co-create a better world that begins with an awareness of who am I deep down, beyond the conditioning, beyond the illusion, beyond the delusion, beyond the fears, beyond the suffering, beyond the struggle, because we're not here to struggle. Of course, struggle is an important part of life. Through the struggle we learn. We can learn about our freedom. We can learn who we are beyond all of that. But we have to go through difficult experiences in order to learn, to know that we are free. And so I just wanted to remind you of that again. I thank you very much for joining me, and if you would like to talk to me further, my phone number 415-724-8415. You can also email me at realizetoactualize@gmail.com. We'll definitely go beyond. I would love to go beyond here, just making videos, and also bring people together on a regular basis in the Bay Area, in Richmond where I'm living now, or San Francisco. We can meet online, we can meet over the telephone. There's personal coaching, consultations, whatever you want to call that, but just all designed to help you move beyond the old paradigms, old dysfunctional patterns and habits, in order to embrace and to give birth to your true humanity and individuality and creativity and your love. Because that connects all of us, and that's the essence of life. It's not fear, even though we grew up with that, and it's everywhere. Now we are now waking up to realize that we are unlimited beings, and it's about us, the people. It's not about those 1% or those people who oppress us or control the world. They are not going to change, and we cannot change them. We cannot win the war by fighting against them. But what we can do is to wake up, and we can use our time here on this planet to become more connected to ourselves and to one another, and to go beyond the struggle and the fighting and the arguments with others, because that just brings more negative energy to the world. What many people do is just blame, and we complain, and we hold other people responsible for why we're not happy, or why we're not successful, why we're not loved, or whatever. It's not about others, it's about us. It's about you individually. Everything is about you. And everybody you meet is basically just another reflection of yourself. Everybody is a student, everybody is a teacher, and everybody is a mirror. But in order to see yourself more clearly, it's very important to not just look at what you want to look at. To not just be around people who make you feel wonderful. It's something we all seem to be looking for, but it's what keeps us from really understanding what we're here to learn. Or that we are here to learn from one another, and we're here to work together in order to make this world a better place. And I hope I can become somehow an instrument in that quest, in that journey towards a world where we are all free, where there's unity, where there's synergy, where there's collaboration, where there's true cooperation between human beings. Not just working in a corporation or slaving for the paycheck, which in all reality only gets us to be more dependent, gets us to be slaves. And we have been slaves throughout human history, but it's time to break our chains, and there we realize we are free. Thanks for watching. Keep it real, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you.